So here's something that has really been hammering on me lately. Your heart's desire is never wrong. Even when it doesn't make logical sense, even when it is flying in the face of reason, even when everyone around you is telling you, nope, you're wrong, it can't work, blah, blah, blah. If it is in your heart and your heart's desire, it is never, ever wrong. Now, does that mean it's going to turn out exactly like you think it will? Usually not. But the point of the pull of your heart is to lead you to the next step. Remember that your desires are a signpost. They're not the destination. It's a form that you create in your mind for how you want to feel in your life. And so our desires have purpose to pull us towards creating the life that we want to have to feel the way that we want to feel. But if you can sort of disconnect from the desire, from the form a little bit, and sink into the feeling and move in that direction, follow your desire, knowing that it's pulling you in the right direction, regardless of how it turns out, you win at life. What we do is we squelch our authenticity. We shove down our desires. We start asking people their opinion about what we should do with our lives. And invariably, we get very confused. So our heart's desire gets covered up with a bunch of BS, a bunch of gunk, a bunch of conditioning, a bunch of unmet expectations and unfelt feelings. And when this happens, we lose touch with who we are. We lose touch with our heart's desire. And we don't know how to listen to that still small voice inside your heart that is saying, this way, this way, this way. So what we do when we do the work, when we get into our spiritual practice, and we commit to living in partnership with spirit, and we commit to drilling down into our authentic core, and we stay consistent, we begin to hear the voice again. We begin to feel the pull, the calling that much more strongly, that much more deeply. And then our life begins to fall apart. And the reason it's falling apart is because all the pieces, the structures in your life that are not a match for your authentic core, for your heart's pull, begin to crumble and shake and fall away. But I promise you, it is so worth it, because when you dig down underneath those layers and peel it back and live fully in your experience in this moment, you become a magnet for your heart's desire. The form, yes, no, maybe, but I'm really talking about the feeling for how you want to feel. It just keeps showing up again and again when the space is cleared. That has been true of every single person who I've ever known, who I've ever walked this journey with, or has walked this journey before me. It's an incredible experience, and I can't recommend it highly enough. Remember, your authentic core, your heart is pulling you in the right direction, no matter what.